Alright, so here we have Mega Man X2 for the Super Nintendo. Mega Man X2 is, well, let's just be honest, it's not much rarer than Mega Man X1 is, but it's, like, I'll be honest, as far as sales go, I guess I don't really know specifically how many copies it sold, but the thing is, Mega Man X2 is like 3 times more expensive than Mega Man X1 is at this moment, and it's not, and Mega Man X3 is like 3 times more expensive than Mega Man X2 is. So to give you an idea, Mega Man X1 on the Super Nintendo gives you kind of like, it's like $30, but then like anything beyond like X2 is like almost $100, and X3, good luck getting a physical copy of, it's like $300 just for a loose copy. So anyways, Mega Man X2 takes place 6 months after the English version of, well, I mean, it's the same anyways, but I mean, X1 takes place 6 months before X2 does, but at the same time, though, if you think about it, all the Mega Man games, as fun as they are, really. But anyways, you know, Mega Man X2 was released 1994, if I'm not mistaken. The game itself is, you know, let's just be honest, pretty good actually. And so pretty much what happens is that there is this this group known as the X Hunters, and they have like 8 more Mavericks at their side, and they worship Sigma. The thing with these guys is they're trying to bring Sigma back to life, but the thing about Sigma is that they don't need to bring him back to life, considering that he's already still alive. He still exists in the world of, you know, Mega Man. So, essentially what's going on now is that there's an abandoned, well, Maverick base that they found out about. So, X belongs to what is known as the Maverick Hunters, where, you know, they go around destroying every remains of the Mavericks. And so, it's really cool. So, Mega Man X2 not only takes place like 6 months later, but at the same time, though, this is where we finally get to see Zero again. But the problem is, though, you know, you have to get him back, though. You have to build them together. And so at the end of this is like the introduction stage. There again, 8 more Mavericks are present again. There's let's see here. So like after you beat the Mavericks, the secret location of where the X base takes, or the X Hunters base takes place at. But we'll find out what that means afterwards. So if you actually jump and shoot, like dash and shoot, you can actually do this in Mega Man X1 too. If you just kind of stand right here, he'll just keep jumping, which is actually pretty cool. And now he's dead. But the way I look at it, I think Mega Man X2 is a little bit rarer than Mega Man X1. But at the same time, though, Mega Man X3 is even more rare. So we have Agile, Surges, and Violin. And there's your password, everybody. Alright, so, okay, so this is the bad guys. We got Wire Sponge, Morph Mob, Flame Stag. We have Magna Centipede. We have Overdrive Ostrich. We have Bubble Crab. We have Wheel Gator. And then we have Crystal Snail. So wreaking havoc in the world of Mega Man X2. And then there's the galaxy. In a galaxy far, far away, there are Mavericks trying to destroy my life. And then there's a turbo heart behind that little counter there. But yeah, anyways, you know, if you're a fan of Mega Man X, I mean, this is, I highly recommend though, instead of having to pay like a ridiculous price for, I recommend just getting the Japanese versions for the Mega Man games, because the thing is, at least as far as Mega Man X goes, I mean, you know, they're not, like, they're story-driven games, sure, but at the same time, though, there's not that much text either. So while the game sure is, it's in Japanese, like, I mean, like, let's say you own a Super Nintendo. You can actually mod the Super Nintendo to the point where you can play Super Famicom games, which is the Japanese version of a Super Nintendo. Mega Man X3 is only, I'm not kidding you, get this, 25 bucks. The cartridge. You could literally play the same Mega Man X game, well, just in a different language, and $300 versus $25. Mega Man, or you could just get it on an emulator in a ROM, but, you know. But, again, I'm not going to tell you to do that if you don't want to, but the idea is, I mean, I'll be honest, I actually own Mega Man X 1, 2, and 3, so, you know, I do play them on emulators to back up. But the thing that really kind of is interesting, though, is that a lot of people have to understand, though, is that, you know, some of these games are just, they are way, I mean, not saying I don't have the money, but it's like they are just more than they should be. I mean, yeah, you know, you could say that's supply and demand, sure, but, you know, it's like, man, you know, it's like way too much money for a video game. It's like, I mean, unless it was like a video game console, then yeah, I'd go with that, but, you know, for the most part, good luck with that. But in Mega Man X2, it's pretty much the same as like what you expect, like your typical Mega Man X game to be. You know, you fight bosses, they all have their own abilities, and obviously they do a buttload of damage if you just touch them one time, so somebody needs to make a funny comic about, like, you know, video game bosses and how they just physically harm you for touching them. Oh no, he's going mad! You could say he's got the point. But anyways, I would say Mega Man X2 is probably... Oh my god, that should have killed him. But I would say, yeah, you know, just like your typical Mega Man X game, it's fun. It really is. Like, you know, you get all these different abilities. There's a couple endings you can get. Well, there's two. Technically speaking, I'm not sure if it's only in the European version, but apparently you can actually have Zero in the ending, like while X is going down the highway stage while the credits are rolling. Not sure if it's only in the European version or how that works, but here's your password. But yeah, you know, it's a fun game. It really is. Like, I mean, you know, you can. It's fairly difficult. The game has like really clever atmosphere. I mean, this growing up, I mean, I played Mega Man X 1, 2, and 3 back in the day. But I gotta say, man, you know, I'm glad I did, because these were some of the greatest Super Nintendo games I played. And I was like 9 years old. No, like more like 7 to 9. Which is nice. I swear to God, this jump is not easy to make. I swear to the deities that play Mega Man X, they are the ones that created this jump. It's an ordeal to get up there without the, I'm trying to think how to even do this. I think rather than jumping like this off the walls, you have to kind of like jump like this, sort of. I don't know, I'm like convinced like you can somehow jump further when you do that. You see like where the nails are, like on the walls right here? You kind of gotta jump like from the fourth one to the top with Mega Man's legs, like there. Actually, no, I don't think the jumping really matters. I think it's just like when you jump off here, though, or like which way you kind of jump off, because like, you know, you kind of jump the same way if you look at it. But either way, this jump is like the hardest part of this game, and every speedrunner knows that this is not easy to do. But I've done it before a couple times, and I've gotten it, and I was like, oh no, I lost it, and then it's like. I was playing this game, like, I did a review and I accidentally deleted the recording before I went back and put audio over it, and I got this on the second try, and I was like, oh no, and it's like, now I gotta do it again. But anyways, you know, it's not too bad to make this jump. You just gotta give yourself a little bit of leadway, but it's like, oh, it's like right there, Mega Man, you gotta get it. It's like, why don't they call him Mega Man XXX instead? He can get it. Oh, you see, I had it right there too. I had. Oh man, see, this is supposed to be a review in history of Mega Man X, but let this be known in history that this jump is probably the one part you'll hate the most about this game. But at least Wheelgator, you know, never mind the fact that Wheelgator is like going around terrorizing the town right now. Mega Man wants that capsule that's up there. It's all Wheelgator's fault. He knew that Mega Man X was going to come, and his sonar was going to go off, that, you know, this was going to be like something devastating to get. So he had to buy himself more time. And in the review, there was some guy that was from a... Oh my god, I just did it again. Because it's weird. You think you're going to miss that jump, so you decide to land right there. Because if you keep going right there, then he's going to start firing at you. And, like, sure, his shots are slow, but it's like, yeah, you know. It's like, you don't know if you're going to make the jump. It's like, why does Capcom love us? Why does Capcom hate us? Why can't Capcom love their fans? Why do they have to destroy Mega Man? So all he was doing was making them more money, and I mean saving the world. Sorry. Oh, this is not good. Okay, so what else could I say about Mega Man X2? Well, there's 8 Turbo Hearts, there's 4 sub-tanks, and there's, again, the Maverick Hunter X's, the Maverick Hunter, or the X-Hunters, oh, there we go, that you have to fight. You have to fight them when they spawn on their stage, but at the same time, though, you have to beat all 3 of them in order to get Zero's parts back. And then you'll sort of get a different, you won't get a different ending, but you'll sort of get like a different understanding of it. But anyways, yeah, I wasted too much time on that one part. I spent 4 minutes! This is all my fault, viewers. This is what you get for having more patience than me. Even though I am patient. Oh, you see, don't you love it when you kill an enemy and then they just come back to life somehow? Yeah, and you get all these little cool robot, you get these little masks, you get these little items that... Oh, it's glitching. These little robot rides. You can't do anything. It's a robot inside a robot. Alright, so this is how you get the Turbo Heart. You get shot, and then you jump up here. I'm not sure if there's another way to do it, but I think there is. You have to kind of like do the speed burner trick. But anyways, I found out that I'm really good at this game, apparently. It's almost like I've played this before. Like, how do I know where everything's at? See, guys, I'm psychic. And I'm doing a review of a game blindly. It's like somehow I just know how to beat this game and predict everything. See, like, right there, I outsmarted this guy. I got hit twice, but I turned around and shot him dead, and then he dropped his health. He lost more than he could bargain for. That's a lot of health, game. But anyways, it's not where the boss is. Getting shot at spot, apparently. I love when you shoot. Yeah, and the enemies in this game are respawning too, so, you know, don't really just kind of show this off. There we go. Apparently this game's more fun than it really looks, but it's Wheelgator. No, Wheelgator's going to shoot some wheels at me, and then he's going to randomly jump out of the side of the lava, so you got to just kind of give yourself a little bit more time. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, it's hard to hit him constantly with the strike chain. It's just something to do with his hitbox. It's not really the easiest thing to do. Everything's fine and dandy. Mega Man's gonna kill Wheelgator. But apparently that doesn't work, so we just gotta wait. While all the lava pours into the area, or whatever the heck that is over there. It's not gonna prevent me from killing Wheelgator. Drain his health faster than he can do anything about it. Oh no, he's gonna do something. It's like, hello everybody, my name's Wheelgator. It's like, hello everybody, my name's Wheelgator. And I have an important message for you. And somehow, you know, it's funny, Wheelgator's dead, but somehow the damn machine's still going. And there you go, Mega Man X invented the wheel. And now all the X hunters are coming after me. We don't have time to stand. What happened? Zero's parts. There's your password. So they all start off on these stages, but the problem is though, if you go to the stage itself, you have to fight them out. You don't have to fight them, but if you want to get all the parts back, you have to do it. And what's weird is if you kill them, but somehow get a game over before finishing the stage itself, the game still counts as the defeat. So I hope you guys the best of luck if you play this game. Get your hands on a physical copy. Get the Japanese version if you need help. And if you need a full walkthrough of this game, you can check out my channel. So comment, rate, subscribe, favorite, share this video, and I will see you all next time, everybody.